Yo, what's happening, fan base, and welcome to Rant Cafe number 79, a tournament arc debating the greatest shonen villains. With us today, we have the legendary Anime Uproar.
Hey guys, what is going on?
And the legendary All Day Anime, who got a cold conveniently right before the stream.
Conveniently right before Anime North. I'm so upset.
Yes, he is. We also have Joshua Tobag back for the second time.
I knew you were gonna say. I knew you weren't gonna say the legendary when you introduced me.
Well,
I just had a
look.
distinct feeling.
My bad. Yeah, so
And also
Josh for the second time, and he does voice actor stuff and abridged stuff on his channel. Link to everybody is in the description, by the way. And we also have a new rising star in the analysis community, the legendary, Josh, Craft Store.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So basically, the way we do this is there are 5 of us. Whoever gets 3 votes progresses to the next round. The bracket is the thumbnail of the video, as well as my recent tweet on Twitter. Link is in the description if you would like to follow along. And let's get ready to trigger each other. What say you? Yay.
Okay,
That sounds like a plan.
Before we get started, I just want to say, if anyone happens to be going to Anime North in Toronto, seek us out. We will have the big Gurren Lagann flag. You can see us from everywhere, the parking lot, anywhere. If you see that flag, that's where we are. Knox isn't going to be there because he doesn't live in Toronto. But I'm going to be there. My bro
What a
goes,
bitch,
of course,
right?
All Day Anime. So yeah, come say hi. Let's cause
and go get a cold from All Day Anime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember to give him a good hug.
I'm on the tail end of the cold. It's just my voice that's fucked now.
All right.
All right. Well, that was it for my side story. Now we can continue.
It was a pretty epic story. Thank you for sharing. And yes. So the first match is Frieza from Dragon Ball versus Envy from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
That's a tough.
Who wants to start things off?
I'll go. I volunteer since I'm a big fan of both series, Full Metal Alchemist and Dragon Ball. So the argument against Envy is that he's part of a collective rather than the main villain of the arc that he's in. I mean, like, he's part of like the homunculi, and he's not like the main focus, even though because like there's Lust and Father and all those guys. And then, but Frieza, the cool thing about Frieza is that we see his lackeys, like we see like Dodoria and Zarbon, and they're really powerful, but they're scared of Frieza. So that kind of hypes him up throughout the entire time until you actually see Frieza. And then he's just whooping everybody's ass until Goku shows up. And then he gets his ass beat. And then he kills, like, 2 really good characters, Vegeta and Krillin, and Tende, I guess. But,
He kills them. We'll never see them again.
Yeah, I know. But we didn't know that.
What
we
a
didn't know he didn't get
monumental
resurrected.
feat.
Because
Not
King Kai didn't, like,
Tende.
reveal his plan. So the argument with Frieza is that he was hyped up so much, and he like, completely stuck the landing. Like, his
have a
fight with
feeling
Goku is so legendary.
Frieza's your vote?
Frieza's my obvious vote. Yeah,
Okay.
I love Envy. I love Envy and what they did, but Frieza's the obvious. I think he could win the whole tournament if you're giving.
So just like to make things clear, this is 1 character per anime, and it's also the most popular character of the most popular villain of the anime.
The fact
So-
that Frieza's still alive is also a testament to how popular he is. I'm just saying that.
While Frieza wouldn't necessarily be my favorite character just because he's on this list, he happens to also be my favorite villain in Dragon Ball, one of my favorite characters. However, you mentioned how he's like some big boss villain, whatever. He ends up sort of becoming good guy, bad guy. You never know.
He's an
Envy-
anti-hero or anti-villain.
Well, at this point, never know.
He's not an anti-villain. An anti-villain is a villain who has noble goals, but then does bad.
Oh, I'm an anti-hero, yeah. And at this point, because of the whole Universe 7 thing, you don't save the universe and kind of stay full. He could be bad guy in Dragon Ball
He's a
Heroes.
villain protagonist. He's still a villain. He just happens to be
Like
a protagonist.
Like Thanos.
Okay, let's not go there.
Okay.
Yeah.
The villain, guys. Let's move on.
Right. Anyway, so Envy is a small role as far as the collective goes compared to Frieza in his narrative. However, I think he plays that role great. I think the fear and hatred for Envy throughout the entire Full Metal Alchemist was amazing, and his demise was unbelievable. So I have to give my vote to Envy.
Okay, I'll go next. I'll go next because I actually think this is a way too hard of a matchup, Briggs. Because if you think about it, the great thing about Envy is that he hates humans and considers them so inferior, and yet in the end you realize he actually envies humans.
Envy.
Yeah, and it's this like conflicted nature of his personality. But I think if you actually think about it, Frieza has the same thing going on with Saiyans. He just doesn't want to admit it because he thinks that Saiyans are below him, and yet whenever they end up achieving greater heights than them, he gets so upset and he hates it because in some way he envies them and he can't process that. So I think that in many ways they're quite similar characters.
Well,
Yeah, I'm sick of making brackets. I know.
no, it was a
You
great.
should have randomized it.
No, because then it ends up less fun. But anyway, so who's your vote, man?
I mean, Envy's probably not my favorite villain in Full Metal. I would probably say I like Father more.
Ding ding.
So- and Bradley. So I would go with
Yes.
Frieza.
Yeah, no, I would have gone with Bradley too. Bradley's a super, his like breakout into like being like a bad guy is so cool. Like he freaking stabs a tank and then like just doesn't.
Yeah,
even
honestly,
care.
I love Bradley, but I would have to say I prefer Envy as a villain.
I mean, he did kill Best Boy, so I guess that's fair.
I think Bradley's cooler. I don't think that makes him a better villain, though. You know?
Yeah, I'm with you.
That's
I'm
why I say
voting-
Jiren is better than Frieza because Jiren's cooler than Frieza.
Exactly.
Yeah, no.
Jiren
Well-
is not cooler than Frieza. Jiren's not cool.
No,
Dude,
no.
the dude tanked a freaking full power final
That
flash
doesn't
to
make
his
you
face,
cool.
and was
I
like,
don't know, all these
"That's
gray
it?"
bald.
You kind of.
So, does anyone else have any input?
I'm voting
Best-
Frieza. I don't even.
No.
I don't even need to get into it.
Okay, my thing is that with my Full Metal Alchemist, I like read it a few years ago, and I kind of forced myself because I didn't give a shit. I'd probably appreciate it more now, but like as of now, I don't. It's fine, whatever. But like, I also don't care about Frieza or Dragon Ball post like Saiyan Saga. I don't give a shit. So Frieza's most notable aspects are that he gets his ass beat. But Envy, for me, the most notable aspect is he impaled Ed during their one fight, and I laughed because I didn't like Ed. So Envy gets my vote.
What the heck?
Okay,
I love this.
So wait a
logic.
minute. We have 6 people.
Frieza
in
just
the
lost
car.
in the first round. I
No,
thought he
no,
was
no.
going to make it to the end.
No,
No,
Yeah.
Frieza won.
there were 3 votes for Frieza and
Yeah.
What?
2 for Envy.
Animac, you voted for Frieza?
Yes.
Get shit on.
Aw, I was so excited. Anyway,
No,
sorry,
yeah,
Envy.
Frieza won. Also, in the chat, we had someone mention that Kimberly wasn't on there. Kimberly's a sick villain.
Kimberly is a sick
Yeah.
villain.
Kimberly was kind of cool. I vaguely remember him. I think it's the one I remember. I
Is
don't
someone
remember
going to talk about the
what
best Dragon Ball
it's
villain? Kui?
Yeah,
The best
Dragon Ball
villain.
has some sick villains.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know, like Zamasu.
Shout out to. I like
Okay,
Zamasu.
whatever.
We could get into that another time. I think Super's fine.
Yeah, well, anyway, the next one, I'm going to be voting weird. It's Bakura from Yu-Gi-Oh! Versus Taguro from Yu Yu Hakusho.
Toguro.
Okay, that's one.
That's just my vote. I'm just gonna leave it
See,
there.
okay. It's funny that we start with these two, with Yu Yu Hakusho and Full Metal Alchemist in the first two, because with Yu Yu Hakusho, it's kind of the same thing as me with Full Metal Alchemist, where I read it and I kind of didn't give a fuck. But I'd probably like it more now. I don't know. I don't understand my This was like 2013 me. He was an idiot.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Watch
What a
Yu-Gi-Oh!
moron.
Anime. It's
But like a lot of people really like someone red pill me on Toguro. Like he's fine, but like why would he be like greatest villain of all time? Like
Yo, he
Right
likes
now, I
orange
put him
juice.
okay.
Toguro is I think the obvious winner here. I mean, come on.
The best part about Taguro, I have to say, is he's at like 100% power. And then like he realizes, no, this was actually 85% power. Then he really does 100% power.
He started that damn trope. 100%.
I know.
Love him for it.
Well, anyway, since no one else wants to venture an opinion, I love Bakura. I think he's a sick villain throughout the entire Yu-Gi-Oh! And even though Yu-Gi-Oh! Does definitely have its downsides as far as, you know, epic children's card games that save the planet, Bakura was not overpowered in the slightest. He was trying his hardest the entire way through, but there were different aspects of the story that kept foiling his plans, like Marek and Pegasus and whatever. But when he actually put the puzzle together, literally, he was an amazing villain. And the final arc of the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Was actually pretty good despite being Yu-Gi-Oh! Therefore, I vote for Bakura, even though the rest of you are all going to vote for Taguro.
I don't like you saying despite being Yu-Gi-Oh, because Yu-Gi-Oh is great. I don't want to hear that.
And to add another point to Bakura, if you read the manga, there is an arc early on where he's basically like an evil dungeon master, and he turns Yugi and his friends into they're the players in the game, but then later, the Egypt thing turns out to be another game of basically Dungeons and Dragons, except with Yama Yugi and Bakura dueling. So it was like the coolest fucking callback I've ever seen, because it's like you get because Yu-Gi-Oh starts out with all the varying games, and then you get like a million years of duel monsters, and then suddenly it's another game, but it's also duel monsters. So it's like, I don't know, it was cool. I'm not sure if I'm gonna vote for it, but it's
Duelception.
cool.
Duelception. Well, I love Taguro also, but Bakura is a beast.
Yeah, I'm voting for Takuro.
Ah.
Mhm.
All right. Anybody else?
Well, Nux, you're the contrarian of the group, so obviously I feel like that should have been a sweep, but
Well, no one else is talking. Animac, get off Twitter.
No, I'm thinking because
I'm also moderating the chat.
No one's giving me a good enough case for Toguro. Like, I honestly
Well,
split.
I ain't gonna give you a good case of Taguro. I like him as a
know.
villain. However, compared to how the community sees him, I see him as less. Whereas compared to how the community sees Bakura, I think he's awesome.
No, the chat's loving Bakura.
Chat,
Come on.
I love you.
Yeah, I'm looking at the chat right now. People enjoy.
Josh Duffney says, "Yo, Nux, where is Takasugi?" And yes, pretty epic villain right there.
Also, I'm yelling in chat. Give me the sword, boy.
Very impressive.
I mean,
Okay, but
when I think of best Yu-Gi-Oh characters, to me, Pegasus.
Yes, exactly.
So
What?
yeah,
Compared to
Pegasus.
Bakura?
So I gotta go with Toguro.
Oh.
I honestly, I just don't remember Bakura enough. Can
I'm gonna have to
Why-
do a whole-
Wait, you made the bracket. Why is he on the bracket if you don't remember him?
I needed like 3 or 4 extra people, or like me and
Well,
Nux talked it over,
basically,
he helped me.
we came up with the 16 together.
Yeah. That's why Digimon's on here. I don't know who the
Yeah.
fuck that is.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, anyway, so it's I think 4-1. No, Krabsdorf's with me. 3-2. Sorry, Krabsdorf. At least give me one. I need
All right,
you.
so it's
No, it's
Frieza
fine.
and
I did
Taguro
really.
next round.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to do a whole video on Bakura, I guess. Enlighten you peeps. The next one is a sweep 5-0. It's Doflamingo, an anime named One Piece that Krabsdorf actually, read when he wasn't stoned, and Judar from Magi, who is an actually pretty good villain, but has nothing on Duffy. Please.
Yeah,
Well-
Doflamingo is. I don't even like One Piece that much, but I like Doflamingo.
There we go.
Well,
Yeah,
see, my
Doflamingo's
thing is like
amazing villain.
Doflamingo is not my favorite villain from One Piece. I prefer like Katakuri or Eneru.
Yeah, same here.
But Doflamingo's still good.
Eneru. Whoa.
Eneru's great.
Compared to Doflamingo.
Yeah, Eneru's great.
What? One day you're going to need to explain to me why Lucci is one of the best villains, because I don't see it.
And Lucci's CP9 as a group might be the best like villain group in One
Well,
Piece.
that's
But Lucci
not-
himself doesn't really stand out above any other
Okay.
other CP9.
I am glad you
particularly.
said that. Thank you, because I thought I was
That's-
just an idiot here.
Lucci's fine, but like the rest of CP9 is good too.
Like best guy ever was giving me a whole speech on how Lucci is the greatest villain in One Piece, and I was like, "What?"
I mean, I
whatever.
do need to reread the whole series, but
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah,
do
it's-
prefer Katakuri, I think, to Doflamingo, just because of a few certain nitpicks. However, my vote is still Doflamingo over Judar.
Jadar, it's like I remember Maggie, but it's like I preferred Hakuryu. I mean, I guess he was kind of an antagonist sometimes, but it's like, but he's
that's
not on the
manga.
poll, so it doesn't matter.
It's also only in the manga. In
I don't
the anime,
care about
as
anime.
far- Okay, fine, fair enough.
Well, it's like especially with shonen, where it's like there's like 3 good adaptations for all shonen manga, so it's like who gives a shit about anime?
Mm.
Just saying. I mean, okay, that's over exaggerating a little, but it's like okay, Dragon Ball's adaptation is mediocre. Oh, maybe Kai's okay. I don't fucking know. One Piece's
Kai is
adaptation is
fantastic. Are
mediocre.
you kidding?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. I watched Dragon Ball when I was like 10, and
Dragon
and then I
Ball
went
Z
over to
Kai is
manga.
the definitive way to watch it, and chat, bite me if you think otherwise. Seriously, it's not even close. Anyway,
Chat, fight him. Just fight him. I don't care.
I will fight tooth and nail for DBZ Kai. Anyway.
But it's like Bleach, Naruto, they have shitty adaptations too. Actually, I'm looking at the list, and not all these adaptations are bad.
You're throwing around
Just
shitty.
the big
but
three.
Naruto is a
Just the
fine
big
adaptation
three.
in some cases.
Except for like the flashbacks and the filler, which is just like I just skimming through footage. It's like agony trying to fucking find like, and even then, like everyone hypes up the Naruto versus Sasuke thing. I watched 2 episodes and they were good, but it's like they weren't like 10 out of 10. Like I got the same idea as just reading the manga, and it's like 500 times faster.
As far as adaptations for shonen, I'm looking at the list now, and Briggs, you forgot somebody that I mentioned. But as far as adaptations for shonens, I would say JoJo's did great.
Yes, no, JoJo is
like that's a perfect 10 out of 10 adaptation. Better, it's an 11 out of 10. And Hunter x Hunter's brilliant.
Both Hunter x Hunters, 99 and 2011 are both good in their own rights.
Well,
I like 99s.
I like 99 a lot.
Do we have any votes for Judar? I like him as a villain, but like compared to Duffy, please.
I'm
gonna keep it real with you, Chief. I've never seen it.
All right, fair enough.
Anyway,
5 votes for him.
Introduced into the story. He gets revealed as this puppet master. Oh, he's an amazing villain. I can't even talk too much. My throat's killing, but unbelievable villain.
Here's my question: is Doflamingo the guy from Fish Cake Island?
No, he is not.
Fish Cake Island.
That's a thing.
That's Animax's favorite island in One Piece.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, like from what I remember from Judar, he was kind of like an edgelord. So I'll go with Dofla.
Oh, there we go. Doflo. That's
Doflo.
All right, so we have 5 votes for Doflo. Next, we have Aizen, the tactical mastermind from Bleach. Dude. Versus the legendary Acnologia from Fairy Tail, everyone's favorite anime ever.
I wish I was dead.
Can we just vote Aizen and move on?
Yeah,
I vote Acnologia.
Okay, explain yourself. Aside from that, at the end of Fairy Tail, he didn't feel so good.
I'll explain to you exactly why I vote Acnologia. It's simply because I have not yet read the Fairy Tail manga.
Yeah, the chat's just blowing up Aizen.
I was joking. I was kidding. To be honest, I haven't read the manga, so I don't know. All I know is that Unique Namosaurus told me he's a good villain, and I trust him.
Who? Acnologia?
Yep.
In what fucking universe?
I don't know. He said it was. I think he's a pretty okay-ish dude. He basically...
Do we really need to waste our time here? Aizen's introduction.
All right, fine. Aizen's introduction beats almost any other villain ever.
Yeah, he's like one of the greatest villains ever if you only include his introduction.
Well, if you include his defeat, though, he's a pretty average villain.
Yeah, but honestly...
What was wrong with his defeat? Ichigo, I have trained everything to follow this exact pattern to make you as powerful as you can be, so you can just be my final opponent. Oh, you defeated me. Well, that sucks. Yeah, that whole strategy has holes in it.
Not a good plan.
No, the ending was definitely annoying, but honestly, I think his introduction makes him still way above average.
Okay, fine. I don't know anything about Acnologia. I was just trying to yank your chain a little bit.
Okay.
Sorry, Basil Henry, who just wrote in the chat. Thanks, Nux, for voting for Acnologia.
The best anime villain, Seth the Programmer.
All right, no comment. Moving on. I think we all vote for Aizen since I don't know Acnologia.
I have no stake in that. I just thought it was funny. Anyway.
Aizen is even. I would vote for Aizen. I mean, come on, Fairy Tail. It's not.
Wait, are there any My Hero villains on here or no?
Yes. No. Briggs. What's happening?
I knew there was popular shit that was missing.
Well,
where's Stain? There's no Miriam.
Briggs was so triggered that Todoroki did well.
Revenge.
I took my revenge.
Shigaraki is a better villain than Stain.
Oh,
to be fair.
Oh,
no, he isn't.
If you've read the manga, Shigaraki is a better villain than Stain.
Right,
no, that's not objectively true. I disagree. I read the manga, but I think Shigaraki is developing nicely. But I don't think
he's got more layers. Stain's only in 4 episodes.
But that's the thing.
That doesn't make him a bad villain. 4 episodes. He was in I think 3 episodes.
Villain. We just haven't seen more from Stain. But hopefully, Stain's gonna break out of prison, and then we're going to see how he actually deals with the fact that some of the things
triggered
he did,
that he was the villain Kickstarter campaign.
Yeah, so I want to see how he deals with his impact, because I don't think it was what he intended. So that could make him a really interesting villain if he has this ideology and this goal, and then he realizes that, oh shit, it's not that simple.
Well, in any case, two guys that were forgotten from this list was, for whatever reason, was Utsuro from Gintama, which I did remember to mention.
What?
He's not on the list. I don't see him. And the
Ugh.
second one that I wanted to talk about was Stain, but Stain's not here either. Don't know how they slipped through the cracks. No one's fault.
How the fuck did a character from Fairy Tail and a character from Magi both get on here, but not Stain?
I remember
Or
See, at least those
Or
series are known.
Dio.
I'm like, what? Who
Okay,
the fuck
guys.
is? Who the fuck is up there with Kira? I still don't know who the fuck that is.
It's S-Death, fam. I told you.
What the
Anyway,
fuck-
we're getting
oh, okay.
ahead of ourselves. It's the Beast
Yeah.
Titan versus Myotismon from Digimon.
I'm
which
gonna
is
have to
one of the
vote for
greatest
Monkey
anime of all
Trouble.
time.
I'm gonna have to vote
If
for Monkey
anyone
Trouble.
votes for Digimon, just fuck you, bro.
I vote for Myotismon, who's a
Beast
sick villain.
Titan. Okay.
Screw you guys.
Do I spoil who it is or?
We all
No.
know who it is, but don't spoil it anyway.
Okay. Beast Titan is so cool. I love him in the manga. This latest manga chapter was fucking nuts. And like, I don't know. I think Beast Titan is just like when I first saw him. Like I saw the anime first and then read the manga. When I first saw him in season 2, I got literal goosebumps from how he was introduced. Like that's a great anime introduction. That
No,
has
I mean,
been-
I'm shedding
Taku.
tears right now for the fan base. All the toasting Digimon.
Taku, you two-faced bitch. You
Yeah.
made a video talking about what a great villain Beast Titan is. You didn't make a video about
Myotismon.
metrosexual vampire mon.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, we're going to have to go get the Digimon. That's literally how he talks. Great.
Like, I'm not even gonna.
I have mentioned, I think it's actually in the Beast Titan video. I mentioned in the beginning that Myotismon is one of my favorite villains.
Why
I'm pretty sure it's in that video.
That's a pretty fucking random thing to
I
make.
know. I'm pretty sure that I compared him and said that Myotismon was better. I'm pretty sure it's in
Nux,
that
you
exact
haven't read
video.
the manga, but yes, Beast Titan and his user is one of the best characters for sure. One of the best villains. But also, I'm gonna be cosplaying as his user at Anime North. So for
He's
sure,
going to be cosplaying
Beast
as the Beast
all the
Titan.
way.
He's taking his shirt off. Ladies, single file.
He's super hairy. Get ready, ladies.
Hey, I'm a real man. What can I say, ladies?
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, so it's 4 votes for the Beast Titan. 4 wrong votes for the Beast Titan.
No, fuck you.
Next is S-Death from Akame ga Kill, who loses to Kita from JoJo's, who gets 5 votes, and you guys don't have the right to an
If
opinion.
you don't vote for Kira right now, you're dead to me. And I'll
This is
block
like the
you.
most stacked. This is probably the most stacked bracket so far because it's like a literal Who and fucking Kira.
versus. By the way, guys, it's one of the biggest tragedies of anime history is fucking Yashiro beating Kira for best villain in 2016. I'm still salty over
Yeah, I
that.
cannot believe that. Oh, man.
I'm voting as this. Just to troll you guys.
I
Okay,
hate you.
Well, no,
All
it's
right,
fine.
well,
It was,
nice
it was
talking to you.
expected. I must say, it was expected.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen JoJo's or really Akame ga Kill, so to like, I know Esdeath is better waifu material.
No, I don't know.
Nah,
about
Kira's
that.
great wife.
I don't know.
You're kidding? Get out of here.
Kira gives a hand job you won't forget.
Yeah, no, he likes hands. He doesn't
I
use
know.
his hands.
And this is why I haven't seen JoJo. But
He's
okay,
unironically waifu material though because he's a great cook.
we will vote for your.
Kira's a great cook. There's like
Okay,
2
so
scenes in
Kira
the anime where he
is
cooks. I almost said
an
she.
ominous threat throughout the entire series, even though he's by no means overpowered. Just his
Until the last
meticulous,
arc.
well, for a moment there, just his meticulousness, if that's a word, is so he's so careful and he's so thought out. He is a terrifying villain, despite really not being any more powerful than half of the main cast.
He's literally only a villain because Shigechi stole his sandwich. That's literally the only reason why he's a villain. at
Otherwise,
all.
they wouldn't
And
even
it's
know.
so goddamn good.
It's so good.
Yeah, that definitely doesn't want to make me change my vote by hearing
He's
that.
that good. He's good. He's so good of a villain. He doesn't even come into the anime until like 18 episodes in.
Well, I wouldn't say that that's like, whoa, 18 episodes in.
No, but
He's
he's like
gonna win it
barely,
all.
he barely shows up and he still kicks your butt. Like he's just
Oh my god. He's
awesome.
such an incredible villain. One of the best villains of all time.
The best JoJo anime villain, the second best JoJo villain. Arguably, in my opinion, the second best manga villain of all time. Third. Griffin's ahead of him.
Yeah, I was waiting for
Griffith.
Griffith to.
Griffith
he's
is
not
second
Shonen.
behind a certain Part 7 villain.
Yeah. Anyway, Craftsdwarf, it's all on you because these two guys haven't read JoJo's and are clearly bitches.
I already voted Kira. It's easy.
Oh, praise the sun. All right,
Thank God,
moving
right?
on.
Moving on, please.
Oh, thank goodness. He survived at least one round. Next, we have Crollo Rusifur from Hunter x Hunter versus the Kishin from Soul Eater.
Why is Crollo here and not Miriam? The
First
chat's
of all,
gonna have a
it's not
fucking seizure.
Miriam. This is not the Bible, okay? It's Meruem.
Miriam. The
And
chat's gonna have a
second of all,
goddamn
because
like heart
Crollo
attack.
is the more popular villain.
What?
Far more popular. I prefer Meruem. However,
According to Nux, he is more popular.
according to Nux, he's more popular. But no, he is the most. I looked it up actually. He's the most popular
I mean,
Hunter x Hunter
Crollo's
villain.
obviously the winner here, but Miriam is the bomb.com.
All right, so
Yeah.
let's talk about the Kishin from Soul Eater for a second, and how it totally should have been Death the Kid's brother, and he loses 5-0. Sorry, fam. Crowler wins.
Doesn't he lose to like a punch because of friendship, or am I remembering that?
No, you're
wrong?
remembering the anime correctly. You're remembering
Yeah.
the manga wrong.
Okay.
Crollo kills him.
The anime isn't a good way to judge.
No,
Kishin,
no.
or whatever the hell his name is, but yeah, I vote Crollo as well. And if the list was 100% up to me, it would have been Miriam, but it was not.
Yeah, I want
Okay.
popularity on most of these things. Like, there are a lot of these characters are not my favorite villains from their respective series.
Oh, for sure.
All right, let's just move on because I think Crollo.
All right, 5-0. Animac, you don't need to say anything.
No, yeah, Crollo.
Yeah.
Right.
Who
right.
the fuck is this Gintama-looking bastard?
He's not a Gintama-looking bastard, because Briggs forgot Utsuro from Gintama. In fact, it's Estarossa from the Seven Deadly Sins, who is basically the 16th guy on this list, because we didn't have anyone else. Okay?
Yeah.
I don't know how you forgot.
You gonna put Stain here?
You didn't forget Stay. Anyway, so it's Estarossa from the Seven Deadly Sins versus Madara from Naruto, who, by the way, is not my favorite villain from Naruto.
Fucking Sasuke is a prick the whole time in Naruto. I'd argue.
Well,
he's the biggest-
Sasuke is not Madara, although I don't disagree.
Sasuke should have been on this list instead of Madara, but Madara, I think, is a good villain. And
Fuck Sasuke. Sasuke doesn't deserve to be on any list. At all.
Do I
Sasuke's
have
the
to-
worst.
do I have to
Yeah,
red pill you guys on
chat's going
Sasuke?
out,
Am I
Madara.
gonna have to red pill you guys on Sasuke? Not
The
today,
only list
but I
he
will.
deserves to be on is worst character list.
I
Sasuke
will
is
end
bad.
you.
How to Destroy a Story 101.
Whoa,
Sasuke's the best character in Naruto.
We
Hands
have a
down.
Sasuke fan on the Rant Cafe for
The
the
only
first time
redeeming
since
quality of
Kage.
Sasuke.
This
The only
is great.
redeeming factor of Sasuke is his voice by
Swag
Yuri
Kage
Lowenthal.
is like I saw Swag's video on Sasuke. Didn't say anything. Not great. Kind of missed the point.
There's a point? This is the first I've heard of this.
Yes.
There's a point to Sasuke.
Sasuke
Anyway.
is. I can't not. I'm not talking about it now because he's not on this list. But
Well, no,
let's just
I
say
would love to
I have a
hear.
video. Let's just say I have a video in the works.
Look,
So over
I'm
20
looking forward
20
to
minutes of Sasuke.
I definitely respect your content. I have to say, you make great analyses. Check them out, fam.
Thank you.
Link in the description. And I will definitely give that one a watch. Change my mind. I don't completely hate Sasuke, but I definitely do not love him to the
Well,
extent
you're
that
not
half the
supposed
fan
to
base
like
does.
the way. Like, look, up until like the 5 Kage Summit, he's supposed to be understandable, but by the time he goes off the deep end, he's very clearly acting on his own character flaws. Like he's contradicting himself. It's perfect. Like the thing is, Karin is supposed to be the one who loves him. Yet even she sees him and is like, okay, you've gone too far gone. Like if you're not supposed to like him.
All
at
right,
that point.
so let me get this straight. Tell me which point in the series I'm supposed to like him.
No, you're never supposed to like him. He's like, right? I agree
But he
with what
makes
you're saying,
Sarada a
but
better
his
character.
decisions don't make sense. It's as
They
if he fucking
do.
rolled no, they don't. It's as if
Which
they roll a fucking
ones
dice.
don't make sense? Which ones don't
Okay,
make
okay,
sense?
Okay, hold on. Itachi, the greatest character in Naruto. He goes by and he sacrifices everything for the village and for his brother. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Everything. He
I like
sacrifices
where you're going.
everything. And everyone loves him. At least everyone in the Naruto fan base loves him. And he's amazing. He did everything for the village and his brother. He sacrifices his remaining life force, transferring his power to Sasuke. So Sasuke makes the decision, to avenge my brother. I'm going to destroy the village.
Yep, makes total sense.
Well,
and let me
time to
explain
kill
why.
everything I
Because
love.
Itachi didn't understand Sasuke. If you go back and you go back to Sasuke's flashback before he fought Naruto, Sasuke was always under Itachi. Anytime he did anything special, his dad was like, "Man, you're just like your brother." Sasuke was never Sasuke. He wanted to surpass Itachi. That's why when Itachi he beat Itachi, then he finds out, Itachi planned everything. Everything, everything Sasuke ever did was worthless because he never really surpassed Itachi. So that's why when he decided to destroy Konoha, he was going to surpass Itachi by continuing to follow the
He
path
was
Itachi
doing
led
it
him on.
to avenge Itachi. That's why he's
No,
a retard.
He wanted to surpass. That's his excuse. He wanted to surpass Itachi by doing an even greater massacre. Like he would that's the thing. Itachi wanted him to go back to Konoha and be a hero, but if he did that, he would never surpass Itachi. Because
how would he surpass Itachi? By basically doing the opposite of what Itachi wanted to avenge him. The logic is so flawed. It just makes.
But then,
head
out of
spin.
nowhere, he decides
And-
to be a good guy again.
The good news is next week, the Rant Cafe tournament arc will be edgy emo prick lords, and Sasuke will be on the list.
And a hen fetishist.
No, Kira's not gonna be there.
So we got Todoroki, we got
No,
Sasuke.
Todoroki's amazing.
Todoroki's not edgy anymore. He actually cracked.
Todoroki's not edgy at all.
Happy.
Fuck off,
He's happy
Ray.
now.
Yeah, it'll be like Hiei versus Sasuke in the finals.
Such a bland
Um,
character.
He is great.
I love
He's-
Hiei. He's
I
amazing.
think people just like his
Yu
fucking
No,
voice.
Yu Hakusho, the goat.
The edgiest douche is the dude from Tokyo Ghoul. Like that whole show is Edgelord 101.
Trash.
The whole
Tokyo
show
Ghoul-
is Tumblr the anime.
Tokyo Ghoul's for that one kid who sits by the lockers on the floor and has black hair and painted nails. That's Tokyo Ghoul.
Exactly.
All right,
It's
so
Tumblr the anime.
we have
Let's get
Whitebeard.
back to the bracket.
Whitebeard fanboy in the chat says we need a Sakura tournament, and I believe that is a good place to go further. What do you say?
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Okay,
So
so listen.
Madara versus Esterosa. We're still on this. I vote Madara because the introduction of Madara was incredible, and I know
Yes.
nothing about Esterosa.
Boy
Who the
through
fuck is Esterosa?
boy through two
Seven Deadly
moons.
Sins. Was
Well-
that
Why is Seven Deadly Sins on this list? I
because it's
don't-
a shonen,
But
and
so is
someone
my
forgot
hero.
to put Stain and Utsuro.
Can we just
Dude,
vote
I
Madara
swear-
and move on? Because we're
Um,
already
first-
40 minutes
For
in.
those of you who follow the Seven Deadly Sins manga, Esterosa is actually getting in the latest chapter some interesting insight as a character, although we need more. We need more to really understand his drive. And even though Madara dies more than Krillin, I guess I'll go with Madara.
All right,
Madara
logic is
through a
sound.
moon. That makes
The one thing I know about Esterosa is that he turned a chicken into like this massive demon, and then he blew it up. That's the extent of what I know about Esterosa.
Yeah, well, that's pretty badass.
It is pretty badass. But then
Alright.
again, yeah.
So
I do think Esterosa is a good villain, but he was the 16th vote. Like I couldn't think of anyone else to put on it because My Hero Academia just wasn't on my mind. Had to shut it out after that Todoroki.
no, it's all over Twitter.
Dude, I read the manga, caught up. I'm not watching the anime right now.
Okay,
What?
fair enough. Anime's really good.
Oh, there's another
Um,
good adaptation for Shonen for you, Craft Dwarf.
And by the way, I don't see that you mentioned to put Stain in here, bro. I'm gonna scroll
I
into the
did. I'm
DM.
telling you, I did. Okay, whatever.
I'm yelling at
Well,
both of you.
it doesn't matter because you can't justify metrosexual vampire mon and,
Well,
and say
he's been
Esterosa is a bad choice.
Myotismon is a sick villain,
He's been eliminated already. All right,
even though he's gone. All right, so we already have 3 votes for Madara, I think. No?
so let's just move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah,
Craft Dwarf.
Madara's the only choice because I don't know anything about Esterosa.
Great. So Madara wins. Yay. Second round of the tournament. Yay.
Is it where the tournament really starts, more or less? I feel like I made
No,
the first one
yeah.
really easy.
First round was actually absolutely necessary. We had to talk about Myotismon. We had to talk about.
Esther.
Was there any? Were there any upsets in that?
Were there what?
There were no upsets. It was literally all picks.
No, it was
Yeah,
pretty straightforward, except I still think Bakura should have won. But moving on.
Joe Kage,
Yeah.
thank you for the €5 super chat.
Whoa!
you
thank
realize-
for the 5 I didn't even notice.
Yeah, there was a bunch. There was a
It's not
couple.
You just died laughing because you actually think he wanted to destroy Kona to surpass Itachi's massacre. No, he didn't.
I was trying to explain it, but then we went off topic.
The truth is, guys, I'm the greatest villain, hiding in the shadows, making this bracket, making
Yeah,
it so
no,
all of them.
where are the
There's
drop
no
shadows,
upsets.
my dude?
Look, man. The secret masterminds is going to be the final round. It's going to be Briggs versus Lord Twigo, and I think we know who's
Oh
going
my
to win.
god! All right, so
Whoever
it's-
follows me on Twitter, I feel bad for you and your sanity as far as Lord Twigo.
so Frieza's up next, right? Can we just
Frieza versus Taguro.
Can we just put Frieza in the final? Come on.
Well,
I vote Frieza.
Yeah, thank you.
I
Toguro's
also-
great.
I grew up with Dragon Ball and Z, and Frieza was always my favorite villain. most impactful, so I will go with Frieza.
Toguro is a fantastic villain. Do not get me wrong, but Frieza's just iconic, man. You can't vote against him in this scenario.
He was
The only
first
person on
villain.
this side of the bracket that I think you could argue against Frieza, and I don't even think you can make that strong of a one, is Doflamingo. That's
All right, let's
So-
not get ahead of ourselves.
let's not get too far ahead, but
But one thing I wanted to say about Frieza before we continue, because obviously Toguro's a sick villain. Frieza, the thing I like most about him, and I've mentioned this before, is because he is a lazy ass bastard. Okay, he goes through basically the entire story as the Napoleon, as the monarch of the world, where he was told, just don't bother Boo, don't bother Beerus, and the rest of the world is all yours. And then he got beaten by Goku, which was very unexpected. After a little bit of training, however, he unlocks Gold Frieza and he becomes ultra badass, and it takes Goku God, takes Vegeta God. Oh, Vegeta should have finished, but whatever. Anyway, that's off topic. But
we don't talk about Resurrection F. Him in the Tournament of Power. Holy shit.
no, we are talking about Resurrection of F, because that was integral to his character, because he could have been Gold Frieza even during the Namek saga. He just never had the interest. He just thought no one could touch him and no one could phase him, and that was his undoing. And then, of course, during the Tournament of Power, he became a really great, a grounded character, not just some random villain. Because as far as the Namek saga alone, I like him, but I don't think he's great. But at the end of Super, I think he's great. And I vote
with
him above
getting
Toguro.
revived, him working with Goku might be one of my favorite, if not my favorite moment of this year. And there's been a lot of great anime this year. Super's not my favorite anime this year, but Goku and Frieza working together to beat Jiren was one of the best moments in recent memory, in my opinion. That was
Man, that got me right in
fantastic.
childhood, bro.
Yeah. No, that was Tournament of Power equal to garbage. You're wrong. The last 7 episodes of the Tournament of Power is arguably better than most of Z. I will fight you.
I liked the entire Tournament of Power. I thought Resurrection F was the worst arc,
Oh yeah, no, I agree.
but I like the entire tournament.
So, could
Kage,
someone
thank you for the €2 super chat.
Oh, that's crazy. Vegeta should have finished Gold Frieza.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Yeah, but we all know.
Vegeta should have gotten something. He never
They
really.
had a second chance to give Vegeta the win, and they didn't do it. The movie didn't give him the win. They could have done it in the anime, but they didn't.
They also fucked Gohan in the tournament so hard.
No, they
Oh my
didn't.
God.
Gohan did great in the tournament. Are you kidding?
No, but like they kicked him out. I thought he was gonna reach some form or something. I thought he was gonna finally
Yeah.
shine.
But he helped eliminate Dispo. He was the team leader. Even Goku said he did a good job. Gohan did a lot of great work in the tournament.
By the way,
But,
once,
yeah, I was
once
kinda
the,
hoping-
the super
He's
chats
not
are
a fighter,
happening,
though. He's
I
not a
totally-
fighter.
I totally didn't realize I had to turn it on. I was wondering why no one ever donated. That's why. By the way,
I've been looking at the chat for you. I got you.
thanks. No, I just figured it out like last week that I had to turn on super chat. Didn't realize it was on.
you do.
I'm beast. Anyway,
Julian Harris, thank you for the $2 super chat. You didn't say
Yes.
anything, but we appreciate it.
yes, absolutely. You could still say something if you want. But
Yeah.
anyway, so the point
free,
is,
Tyler.
does anyone vote for Toguro? Because I don't think
No.
I'll give him a devil's advocate vote because I don't care about either of them. So
nice.
Nah, I'm voting for Frieza. I think he like everyone else, all the villains prior were like scary, and I know like you guys really like great backstories, but sometimes you just need a fucking evil ass villain, evil for the sake of evil. Like he was terrifying when he was first introduced to the series, and I think he was like his fight with Goku and just his fights in general are amazing.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
terrifying, and then he was humanized.
And
it
then
was
Exactly.
the fact that he
fascinating.
sounds like an old woman, and then he laughs like ho 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 ho. Definitely scary.
Also,
as
wait.
fuck.
17 hurting Jiren. Dude, he fucking tanked an Ultra Instinct Kamehameha. Dude was very badly hurt. I mean,
Julian
come on.
Harris votes for Cell. I think we could change.
Cell's
the vote.
great. I like
Cell's
Frieza
great.
more.
I still prefer Frieza.
There's a reason why Frieza's come back 5 times, and Cell
Also,
hasn't.
Zencha says he misses Cell Saga Gohan. Fuck yeah, man. That's what I.
Yeah, I also
Cell
miss
Saga,
Gohan.
Like
I figured.
like badass Gohan, man. I
I mean,
miss
Goku's great, but I would have preferred it if Gohan took over as the main character.
I just like that Vegeta got a new transformation, and that
Vegeta
Ultra
should
Instinct.
get all the transformations.
I like that Vegeta got the new transformation. He can access it anytime. Goku can't access Ultra Instinct, so they're still equal. Like Goku will
Yeah, they keep trying to make them
Go-
equal.
Ultra
even though
Instincts becomes
Vegeta
Ex
never does
Machina.
anything.
Vegeta was great, and he eliminated Toppo.
Oh, Toppo, that guy that's way weaker than Jiren. Oh, him,
gotta
and Mr.
distract-
Alien Pringle Man. Oh, him, yeah.
Yeah,
Vegeta
but
did a great
he
job. I don't know what he's talking
went
about.
all Hakaishin, bro. You didn't see it.
Yeah, Toppo was literally a god of destruction, and Vegeta outpowered
yeah.
him.
Look. They don't have a problem making Vegeta be the second to coolest guy, as long as Goku gets the shine. And that's the point. And even Frieza did cooler than what's his face. But I like Frieza. So Frieza beats Toguro because I think he has
Frieza
3
beats
votes
Toguro.
already.
He's in the semifinals.
Ah, sorry, Kraft's dwarf. You lose this one.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you probably feel terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Next is Doflamingo from One Piece, one of the greatest villains of all time, versus Aizen with one of the greatest villain introductions of all time.
Doflamingo was solid throughout his entire arc. Aizen kind of falls off at the end.
I'm glad you mentioned entire arc.
Well, the thing is that with Aizen, for me, his conflict with Ichigo is interesting, but it's mostly in service to Ichigo. Like the way Aizen lost was interesting. I thought because I only just read that arc, so I'm not done with Bleach. But
Okay.
it was
Lots of Aizen
but
votes.
It's very nice hearing that coming from you, Craftsdwarf, knowing that you're the fairy tale tard that you are. And Aizen beat Acnologia, so I thought that you would have a hard time voting for him.
Well, because like Doflamingo is fine, but I kind of want to reread Dressrosa to get to dig into him a little bit more.
I
Because
think whoever didn't read Dressrosa but watched it is so missing out from one of the best arcs.
Well, Dressrosa is weird because it's got like there's negative aspects, but then there's great aspects too. Like I don't know, with my I only seem to hear like people dissing on the arc, honestly, like from in my circles at least. Like, but Doflamingo's fine.
So in the chat, Lump King says, where'd he go? Lump King's gone. Sorry, fam. Oh, Aizen went to ass. Well put. And the unknown Otaku said, just got here. Greatest shonen villain of all time is Ramen Guy from Naruto. Hi, Nux Taku. Hi, and how Asakura from Shaman King. I haven't watched all of Shaman King. I only got a few episodes in.
The anime ending is original, so just read the manga.
Ramen Guy is thebomb.com.
Ramen Guy is pretty beast. Up there with Farmer with a shotgun, but Lord Twiga one-shots all of them.
Oh,
this is brutal. All the memes. Meme tournament coming soon. I vote for Doflamingo, one of the sickest villains of all time.
I'm with you on Doflamingo.
I don't know enough about One Piece, but I will go with Doflamingo on this one.
I think Luffy goes Super Saiyan 4. That's pretty cool.
As long as you guys let him die in the next round, I'm okay.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh hell no!
He's gonna get Doflamingo's dead next round.
All right,
I'm
well,
sorry.
let's worry next round.
All right.
All right.
Call it recency bias, but I'm gonna vote for Aizen. And if you want to know why, I do a podcast called The Nen Show with Mathwiz, another YouTuber. If you've heard of him,
Yeah, sure. He was on the Rant Cafe before.
Okay, yeah, cool. We just talked about the arc of the fake Karakura arc of Bleach. Like it just went up today, so I talk about the Aizen stuff and why I think it's interesting mostly for Ichigo's character and sort of the conflict there. But yeah, just plugging. So since it's relevant, so he lost, but I'll give the vote to Aizen anyway. So yeah,
I really want to vote Aizen as well, just based on like the feels I felt when Aizen was introduced. You go from thinking he's a good guy to thinking he's fucking dead to realize
the end of the whole thing at the end of the Soul Society arc where he's just like fucking shit up is just fucking like great. And then
amazing. Then you realize he plotted his own death. Then he's like the main antagonist of the entire series. Fucking badass. Like Ichigo's Bankai is hyped up so much, and then boop, one finger. It was fucking
Yeah, but
awesome.
Julian Harris votes for Doflamingo.
Okay, hold on. Because now we have 2 votes for Aizen. And Aizen compared to Frieza might be an easier thing for Frieza.
Oh, don't you dare.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I'm voting Aizen. I changed my vote.
Screw all of you guys.
I vote Doflamingo.
Thank you. Thank you. Doflamingo wins.
Can
Can we move on, please? I don't even know why this is a discussion. Doflamingo
I was hyping up Aizen to say Doflamingo in the end just because he's more all around better. He was teased amazing throughout. His backstory is amazing. Everything about him is overall like great, while Aizen's introduction was great.
We were completely fooled by the intricacy of the plan of the arc villain Briggs.
Why are you such a tease, Briggs?
Well, Oh, great to have
Why
you here.
Doflamingo?
Doflamingo was
No.
so subtly hyped throughout the entire One Piece
Pet.
story, manipulating everything behind the scenes, and his final arc was so epic. His backstory was so amazing. I don't even want to hear anyone compare to him, basically, except for, well, a certain somebody that's coming up soon.
The Moon Man. Anyways.
Yeah, so are we good? Like,
Yeah.
I vote Doffy. Briggs
Doffy.
votes Doffy.
I was joking. I'll vote for Doflamingo.
Okay, thank you very much, everybody, for being so complacent with the term. Anyway, so Doflamingo wins. Next
That
is
round.
the Beast Titan versus. I'm not gonna be happy. The Beast Titan versus Kira Yoshikage.
Now, if
Alright,
you
is
think
This one's actually
is
people listen, people who haven't read the Attack on Titan manga, what are you doing with your life? But also, if you think that
Says the guy who hasn't watched JoJo's.
if you think that Aizen is a big kind of like twist kind of thing, Beast Titan, bro, is better overall.
Beast
than
Titan's
Aizen.
really good.
I
The
Oh,
guy
haven't
who
read
hasn't
the
watched
manga.
Bleach.
I dropped the manga for Attack on Titan once I found out what was in the basement, and I realized I didn't care beyond that. So I'll reread it eventually. But like,
that's what's in the basement is really cool.
How do you know?
Oh, yeah, well, it's like- it was
How do you not
cool.
care
It's like-
after that? It's so
like
amazing.
that's kind of neat. But I don't care about literally anything else. So that was my reaction. Like, it was neat,
Greatest ever
but
says the best villain is Mimic. Change my mind. Who's Mimic?
Mimic is everyone technically.
Oh,
Hmm.
of course you
Alright,
give
I'm
us an
voting
answer
for
like that.
Kira on principle that I'm a massive JoJo fan, but this is actually pretty tough for me. I kind of wish Beast Titan.
Man, come on, like fuck, guys.
All right,
Fuck.
I vote for Kira. No question. I haven't read the Attack on Titan manga, so I can't really be completely biased.
I would lose my JoJo card if I voted against Kira.
I have to
right
give it to
now.
Kira too, just because I don't know the full extent of Beast Titans. So
Yes, I am so happy.
I'm sad.
There you
I'm
go.
sad.
This
I
is
ha- I
why.
had to
This
do
is
it.
why I'm not going to even give JoJo's a chance, man.
Ah,
because
come on.
called like
Good.
fanboys.
Well,
Can
what
I
do they call that?
explain? Can I explain to you guys why I like Kira?
I make weird poos.
That's a sore loser.
Can I explain to you guys why I like Kira? All right.
Go for it, man.
All right. Here's why
I'm
I like
happy to
Kira.
hear anything about Kira.
One of my favorite things about Kira is that again he's not like actively going out to like antagonize people. He just has a hand thing. And when he switches bodies, and like when Stray Cat shows up and like actually like hurts Shinobu, he's like legitimately worried about her. And I feel like he almost is kind of assimilating to the life. But Hayato is not really about that because he killed his dad and took his place.
Yeah, stuff like
But
that.
I almost feel like Kira he's a bit of a tragic villain in a sense, but not really. Like he's like really
Well,
a bad person.
His tragedy is that he wants the normal life, but he wasn't willing to he kills people and steals their hands. There's nothing normal about that. You can't compromise that.
Yeah,
Which is why I like
and
him
he
so
wasn't
much.
willing
He's
to, that's
he's
the thing.
multifaceted. He's not just a straight up serial killer. He's got different parts about him that are really.
the guy
interesting.
wants a
What's kind of-
normal, peaceful life, and he'll do everything in his power to do so. Except he also wants to kill people.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of interesting because he never questions it. Like he's like for him, it's just completely normal, which is weird and interesting. So I didn't think about
And
that.
the
think
whole
he-
reason why he got found out is because he killed someone before he got a stand power, which he got. So the fun thing about that is his dad stabbed him with the arrow after he killed Reimi Sugimoto. That's how he got Killer Queen.
Yeah.
And
Oh
that
my god,
eventually-
he is such a sick layered villain. He is
He's
the
so
most
good.
meticulous villain in all of anime. That's for sure.
he's so good.
Because
The
he
point-
poses
the point
such a
is,
threat
guys-
without being overpowered. It's unbelievable. It doesn't exist in the rest of the realm of anime. Does not have another villain
Mm.
quite like him in that
The-
sense.
The problem is, like, I can't speak, like I said, in terms of me not knowing JoJo's, but the problem is you guys also don't have a healthy appreciation of Attack on Titan. So it's like,
Well,
I don't
Well,
apprave JoJo's because I
I'd
don't know.
say
what
we're
you guys
even.
Well,
appreciate Titan.
no, I
Well,
like
see,
it. I
the other
like- I
problem
like
is that
Beast
you can't
Titan.
explain what's good about the Beast Titan without spoiling the fuck out of Attack on Titan. So
yeah,
it's like
exactly. Yeah.
so that there's a
Beast
like,
Titan's a
I-
great villain. I love Beast Titan, but I have to give it to Kira.
Well, I guess your opinion, since you know both well, is
Mhm.
the most valid. So I respect it, but
Mhm.
I can't imagine Beast Titan not being one of the greats.
Buddy,
He'll be
why don't you watch
when
JoJo?
given time? I think Beast Titan will rise up the ranks, but Kira's god tier. I'm sorry, Kira and the villain from Part 7 are god tier. You cannot touch either of them. It's kind of weird how everyone brings up Dio. Dio's kind of a one-dimensional villain. He just wants to rule the world.
Dio's fun, but yeah, there's like that's kind of the thing. He's just like
Look,
he
Dio's
works because
great.
he's one-dimensional, but it's like he's still one-dimensional. Like,
Yeah,
come on, you can't just like it was me, Dio. That became a meme for a reason. It's funny.
Zensha, I see you in the chat. Yep, I'm not spoiling it. I'm not reading it out because there are a lot of people who haven't read Part 7. But the minute you read Steel Ball Run, it will change your life. Like, I'm not even shitting you.
Steel Ball Run is the best
good
JoJo part for sure.
It's the best
Oh my
manga ever. Like, it's the best manga.
It's good.
Honestly, it's a pleasure to actually have people that watch JoJo's on the Rant
love
Cafe.
JoJo
So,
so
like,
much.
this is amazing. Anyway,
Anyway, we're moving on to the other one.
Chrollo, Lucifer, a freaking awesome villain from Hunter x Hunter versus Madara from Naruto. Does anyone want to venture an opinion? Well, I just want to put out here, Swag Kage, the Madara fanboy of YouTube, prefers Chrollo Lucifer. So therefore, I have to vote for him too.
Well, it's like I also prefer Chrollo, but the thing with Madara is he kind of he's like a microcosm of my issues with Naruto because he's like, as a character, he's fine. I like his backstory. I hate how he fights. Like Naruto gets shit for talk no jutsu. Madara is bullshit no jutsu because holy fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like
my issue.
the thing with Susanoo is that you have to have both eyes to use it, but he uses it with no eyes because what the fuck? It doesn't make what?
Let alone
How do
perfect
you-
Susanoo. But the thing about the end of Naruto with every Sharingan, basically it was the Sharingans and Naruto. That was the final fighters in the whole series. And look, obviously there were issues with that. But as far as the villain goes, Madara was technically getting hyped all the way back from the first Naruto versus Sasuke fight. Like in that Valley of Death, we already saw the parallel being drawn between Sasuke and Madara. And as it went on, Madara became an amazing villain. Yes, it was a bit annoying that, Pain is literally the Akatsuki. Tricked you, it was actually Toby. Tricked you, it was actually Madara. Tricked you, it was actually Black Zed. Yeah, that got old. That got a little old. But he's a sick villain as far as his introduction. I just don't like everything past his introduction. When he dropped the meteor, that was the pinnacle. And past that point, I think it sort of slowed down. Whereas Chrollo was a pretty sick villain throughout Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, no, I'm voting for Chrollo. I didn't need to be convinced. I just think Chrollo.
In fact, even Joe Kage says that Madara is a master of ass pulls. And
I personally don't feel that strongly about this, but I will still go with Chrollo.
Yeah, I don't
Whoa.
feel
I'm not, like Chrollo is like I still prefer Hisoka and Meruem, but between Chrollo and Madara, yeah, I'd give it to Chrollo too.
I'll be honest, Meruem could beat Kira if he was here, but
That'd be a tough one. That'd be a tough one.
But he ain't. So nah.
Yo, so you were just challenged in the chat by Aspel Lant 100. He says Berserk's the #1 manga, Kingdoms 2, and then JoJo Part 7 is 3. What do you feel about that?
Berserk. Here's the problem with Berserk. I don't even know what Kingdoms is. I don't know what you're talking about. with
Kingdom's
that.
sick. Kingdom's awesome. But
might
I don't
read
think
that,
it's...
but JoJo Part 7, the final act of Part 7 might be the best bit of manga ever. Like, I think the whole Steel Ball Run is just perfection, but the final two fights, oh my god, I don't think I've ever felt a manga or anime, for that matter, more than that fight. And
All
you'll
right.
know which one I'm talking about.
I think I'm going to have to start reading JoJo's. But
There-
anyway...
there's a moment that just blew me out of the water, and I've been a JoJo fan for years. Yeah, I gotta read Kingdom.
Yeah, Kingdom's
say you
good.
guys-
I've heard nothing but good things about Kingdom. So
Yeah,
don't
there's
lump
that
them in
too.
with me.
Don't watch the anime.
I know
Okay.
I have not heard anything good about the Kingdom anime.
Okay, great.
Okay, I'll check that out.
Semi-finals. How crazy is that? Yay.
All right, so it's
Yeah.
Frieza
Frieza
versus Doflamingo.
Versus Doflamingo.
The ultimate
and-
crossover.
Yeah. I would like to start things off. While Frieza is an amazing villain, and I put a lot of time into explaining that in the last round, I don't think he has anything on Doflamingo, and I vote for Doflamingo. Easy.
Doflamingo's easy vote for me.
No,
too. I've already expressed how I
I'm
don't really care for Frieza, and
I'm still voting for Frieza.
I'm gonna go vote for Frieza too, just because I don't know enough One Piece. So I'm not saying that Doflamingo isn't greater, because I would need to know more about him. But Frieza's just my personal childhood villain guy.
Doflamingo's fantastic, but here's the thing about Frieza. I don't think I would have voted for him because I love Frieza. Like, I honestly think Cell's my favorite villain from DBZ. But Frieza, as a character in the Tournament of Power, elevated him higher. With
Yeah,
him
true.
coming out of hell
Definitely.
and demanding and making demands, even though he's still in hell, and then just kicking ass.
Look, I'm
right
not
in the
saying he
beginning.
isn't a sick character, but can we realize that Doflamingo, as a warlord, manipulated the entire show until Dressrosa? And while Frieza's backstory, if he had one, was nothing, really.
Frieza doesn't need a backstory. He's just this. Oh god,
That's a nice cop-out way to say that he doesn't have a backstory.
Frieza's
Very
backstory
appreciated.
Frieza's backstory is Trump, bro. His dad
God.
gives him the universe, and then
Great.
He gets it through nepotism.
with an iron fist.
Okay, very, very nice.
Yeah,
But Doflamingo, his backstory is for sure one of my favorite villain backstories. He started off as a celestial dragon, the world's noble. His father wanted to be all noble, so he decided, oh, I'm gonna live with the poor people because why not? Why did everyone just write BRB? Anyway, so because why not? And they obviously the people that he actually went to, the normal people, they all hated him because he used to be this noble that everyone hated, right? All of a sudden, they started basically ostracizing him and being brutal, basically, towards him. And while he still tried to go back to the nobles, they would not accept him because he went to the rank of commoner. And his father okay, whatever, spoiler stuff happened, and Doflamingo was born as an amazing villain. I don't see how anyone almost can compare to that backstory as far as villains in Shonen. And as far as actual accomplishments of a villain, Doflamingo was incredible. Aside from being powerful, that's not even one of his greatest attributes at all. The way he controlled Dressrosa, the way he manipulated the king to take over. I don't know. He's a brilliant villain, and people don't see it, and I think they're all blind.
Yeah, I'm voting Doflamingo as well.
Well,
I
done.
mean,
That's
Here-
3 Doflamingo then, I think.
That's
So-
right. Sorry, Josh. All right, moving on. We have Myotismon. Okay, Myotismon didn't make it. We have Kira Yoshikage from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure versus Kuroro Lucifer from Hunter x Hunter. Two of the greatest shonens coming head to head, where only one can prevail. And I'm going to say Kira right away. Like, no challenge. As I mentioned, Kira is one of the greatest villains of all time.
If I had seen, because Alexander, another YouTuber, has a video on Crollo. If I had seen that video, I might have given the vote to Crollo, but I'm going to have to give it to Kira.
Kira's amazing. Fam, anybody else have anything to say? Hello? I'm
what's
gonna
happening?
have to sing to make everyone feel like, you know.
I haven't seen JoJo, so I have to vote for Crollo. I love Crollo, but like, it's not a fair battle.
I'm no same here, just because I haven't seen JoJo's, but now I'm really feel pissed off that I haven't seen JoJo's because you guys talk about it like it's the freaking greatest thing that's ever happened to anime.
Well, one of the greatest things. There is Myotismon.
Oh god.
Okay, fine. And
I'm
Joshua
changing my vote. I vote
Tomek.
for Myotismon.
You changed your vote to Myotismon.
Yes. No.
Yeah, thanks. Very appreciated. Now he'll beat the Beast Titan. So unfortunately, Joshua Toback is not around to vote for Kira, but he does vote for Kira. So he wins. Kira wins. Are we good? Can we move on?
Something about that
Hello?
feels illegitimate, but okay.
I don't know why this is illegitimate. He is a massive fan of JoJo's. He is JoJo
But
daddy.
you're ultimately speaking for him.
Okay, but ultimately he wasn't a huge fan of Crollo even against Madara. Look, okay, whatever. If he comes back and changes his mind, great.
Okay.
Let the man take a piss in peace, and I think that he votes for Kira. Welcome to the finals, ladies and gentlemen. Drum roll, please. Thank you. Wow. Oh, there we go. Yeah, always knew we can count on you for the sound effects, Briggs.
Did you already vote for Kira?
Yeah, we voted for Kira for you.
Okay, good. Thank you.
No problem. I told you he'd be good with it.
Yeah.
All right.
No, it's
So
fine.
the finals is easily the hardest matchup on the entire list. So Briggs, I commend you for actually putting together a great list despite missing two of them. And it's Doflamingo
wow.
from One Piece.
Ooh, Doflamingo won.
It's Doflamingo from One Piece versus Kira from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And right now, I need a moment of silence. Well, you guys could talk, but I'm not going to be around for a little bit while I cry in the corner.
Yeah, no,
Trump, sorry.
I'm voting Doflamingo for everything I said.
What? Are you out of your mind?
He hasn't watched JoJo's.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is a kind of shitty
Based on my
final round.
description alone, I thought that'd tell you. Fuck.
I have to say, it's hilarious, though, that Kino got pulled through where only 3 of us watched JoJo's. He won by majority vote the entire time.
Well,
Kira's is the best. I mean, you can't argue.
If all 3 of you guys vote for Kira, I'll allow it. But just based off what Nux said about Doflamingo in the last round, I think it's a hard decision for him, or at least like
it's such a hard decision for me.
Doflamingo's great, but oh my god.
So I vote
People
Doflamingo.
don't get Doflamingo. Doflamingo is an amazing villain. Ah, and he's up against my man Kira.
It'd be blasphemous.
Can we just
for Kira to
get a
lose.
play-by-play of Taku's mental?
Look, this happens to me occasionally. Or
It's
I
a
just-
luck of the draw. You should have voted for Frieza, so this didn't have to be that hard. 'Cause
No, I don't do that. You. I'm
All
gonna flip a coin.
Mm.
Okay, I'm not gonna flip a coin. That's
right,
cheap.
who's voting for Kira? Because I can't. Because I'm obviously not the only one.
I can't. I'm not qualified to vote for him because I haven't seen JoJo's.
Okay, can we now admit that you haven't seen One Piece, please? You don't know Doflamingo, really.
Who are
yeah,
you
I
voting
know.
for? Dude wearing a scarf who breathes fire, or David Bowie who blows up people and fucks hands?
Yo. Who blows
Well,
fire
actually,
here?
both of them sound pretty fucking awesome.
Doflamingo's great,
Doflamingo's amazing. Oh, Doflamingo's amazing.
but Kira's god tier. Kira's like top 5 manga / anime villains of all time. Doflamingo maybe top 20.
Oh my
I
God.
think I'm gonna have to vote for Kira because like here's the thing. Like One Piece is my favorite thing in existence, the manga at least. But Doflamingo's not my favorite villain. I also really like JoJo, and Kira is my favorite villain. So I'm just trying to I think I'll have to give it to Kira just because I need to reread the series to really appreciate Doflamingo. I think and Dressrosa in particular. So I think I'm just gonna give it to Kira for now.
Well, the thing is, I would if you want to rewatch something about Doflamingo, you can. Best Guy Ever did a video on Doflamingo.
I didn't care for that.
Well, I didn't either because he was dissing him. But the point is, he at least goes through the facts of Doflamingo until Dressrosa, and then
he had some weird opinion. He kept mentioning Doflamingo's appearance, he doesn't look like he should be that strong, which is silly because this is One Piece, and Captain Morgan looks strong. So
and Kaido is
doesn't
totally
fucking
going to
matter.
be. Kaido is going to be this little guy with a devil fruit that makes him massive. I'm telling you.
Well, I'm just saying appearance doesn't matter, and Best Guy. I love Best Guy Ever. He's one of my favorite YouTubers, but
Yeah,
you
great
can't
dude.
use appearance for an argument in One Piece like
What's
that.
that guy's name that dresses like a baby? He should win this entire list.
Senor Pink is fucking amazing.
Yo,
Senior
I'd make
Pink.
a Senior Pinks and win this entire list.
Well,
changed
I
my
don't
vote.
know. He would have a hard time against my Otismon.
I changed
Oh
my
my
vote.
god.
Senor Pink. Oh
Yeah.
no.
All right, what am I doing here? Can you guys vote so I can either be the last one or not need to decide?
Well,
I'm voting for
I,
Kira.
I prefer warlords over serial murderers of women, so I'm gonna go with Doflamingo.
So it's 2 versus 2.
Why, guys? How
Oh.
is this happening?
If you don't vote Kira, you're gonna get castrated, not by me. I'm sorry.
All right, so let's play the game a little differently here. We have Anime Uproar and Briggs on one side, 2 guys that I stream with every single week, right?
Mhm.
Who do
Yeah.
I want to appease?
Fans, we're all
Pop it.
screaming at you. If Kira gets robbed again by another best villain thing, this is gonna make waves in the anime community.
No, it won't.
Only in the
Well, this poll
JoJo
is
fan base.
this
which
bracket
like,
is illegitimate because it's missing so much. So
Briggs and I don't give a shit about the JoJo fan base. It's only Nux who has to appease them.
That's true.
Oh, this is even harder than the One Piece Hunter x Hunter thing, the last one. 2-1.
Like I understand people are like, oh, JoJo fanboy. I think Doflamingo's fantastic, but oh my god, Kira. Okay, look at the moment when freaking Kira activates Bites the Dust for the first time. When Rohan fucking
Otherwise known as
explodes.
Bites the Dusto.
Bites the Dusto. When that happened, I was like, what the hell? I was freaking the hell out, and this whole time thing happened, and then the way they beat him is so cool.
Kira has a better OST. I vote for Kira.
Thank you.
No, I'm kidding. That's way too
Oh,
pathetic to vote for Kira.
No, but okay, so I know this is kind of arbitrary, but Don Quixote is a way better first name than Yoshikage.
Especially because it's his last name. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, sorry, Lump King. I've spoiled a 2-year-old anime and 20-year-old manga. My bad.
Oh, I'm
Anyway.
killing myself here. Anyway, I think after all this back and forth, while Doflamingo definitely wins in the backstory department, And as far as actual feats that he did, as far as a developed villain, I would have to say Kira wins, and he has better OSD. So, all that said and done,
Senior
vote-
pick wins.
I vote for Lord Twiga. I vote for Kira.
Rip.
Thank you.
And this is the final reason why. While all in all, I love Doflamingo, he did have slight issues in certain ways. Like, for example, the birdcage was really stupid. Okay? And also, if he has some crazy awakened paramecia thing, he shouldn't have lost to Luffy the way he did, I think. However, there is nothing I didn't like about Kira. Therefore, Kira wins.
Kira
Yeah,
had not just one great OST, he had two.
Kira had one great OST and one pretty awesome OST.
No, the problem with shonen in general is that the protagonist, no matter how young and inexperienced, is going to defeat single-handedly a
Josuke
bunch of
didn't beat
badass
Kira,
villains.
though. Josuke
Like-
didn't beat Kira. It took everyone to beat him.
No, but like in most shonen, if you look at like My Hero, Deku, as a student who's inexperienced, will beat a bunch of fucking awesome villains by himself.
All right, so
And then-
in my hero's defense, One for All is crazy overpowered.
It's pretty stupidly overpowered.
Yeah.
Oh,
If
yeah.
Deku,
Gear
Deku,
4 is pretty overpowered when he pulled out Gear 4 against Doflamingo. Like,
Yeah, but Gear 4, I don't know.
man. Gear 4 is like fucking overpowered because Doflamingo was hyped up so much. And when Law and Luffy were double teaming Doflamingo was still kicking their fucking asses.
Well,
and then Gear 4
Doflamingo had Snot Guy on his side, if I remember correctly.
yeah, Stock, I got his ass kicked.
yeah, no. Kung Fu Kenny brings up a good point. Kira as like himself survived a beatdown from Star Platinum with the intention to kill,
Oh
That's
my
how-
god.
and then
No.
he cut off his own hand.
I'll
with
tell you what
State.
I liked about that fight. I like that he got the piss beaten out of his face. Yeah, that is an expression. By Star Platinum. He lost. He got demolished in that fight. And he still had such a great comeback that he managed to blend into society perfectly, where he was even more of a threat than he was before. Oh my god, he's an amazing villain. Yeah, I'm happy with my vote.
All right, fine, it's cool.
Even though I think that Doflamingo is an incredible villain, and just in case you were wondering, I think he would have beaten Madara and Crollo on the other side as well.
JoJo's fans rejoice. You earned this one and you deserve it. But
You're
from now
welcome.
on, we will never have a stream with more than one JoJo's fan.
We
on it.
will only have
I think we've learned our lesson.
Next tournament, do seinen villains.
Ooh. We'll
That
see.
might be
That
my
could be
thing.
really fun, though. Try coming up with 16 good ones. There aren't. Oh, man.
Yeah. it's gonna
Johan
be-
from Monster.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Oh,
Johan Liebert or everyone gets triggered.
Johan is
Johan
going to be there.
versus
Griffith.
Griffith, yeah.
Oh,
there we
man.
go.
It's going to be sick.
Oh, Griffith versus Johan Liebert, bro.
That'll be the finals. Yo, Briggs, put them on
Oh.
opposite sides.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, yeah, no, seinen tournament. Get on that. That'd be really good.
That would be really cool. We'll get Sol Maka since he read everything ever.
Yeah, he did.
All right, so I guess we're actually finished. Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
Thank you everyone for tuning in. I love all the JoJo love in the comments and all the
Yes.
appreciate
I
that.
have to make JoJo videos because despite talking about it a
I'll
lot,
help you with those if you
I've
want.
ne- yeah, I will get back to you on that. I have to do that. I'm waiting for part 5 to come out so I can release all of them.
Part
Yeah,
5
you-
never.
Part
Part 5
one.
never.
Part 4 started 2 years ago.
Yeah, pretty scary. Especially because David Productions is making other anime, like random lolly slice of life stuff. And it's, come on,
Right.
guys.
Well, at least Digibro's happy.
Speaking of Digi, Myotismon is amazing. All right, so
Ah.
Alright. Oh my god.
yeah. All right, we have a few YouTubers that we don't talk about on this stream.
But we have.
Well, especially in front of Josh, who is a massive Digibro fan.
Oh my god. What did I say to him? I called him a degenerate and he blocked me 30 seconds later.
Well, if you would have called me a degenerate, I wouldn't have been happy either. to be
Yeah,
honest.
no, most anime fans are proud to be called that though. At least in my experience.
I don't know. Digi's actually not such a bad guy. He's not.
I mean, I don't know him personally at all, so I can't speak.
I just kind of feel like that we just need to make anime videos and talk about anime instead of getting involved in the politics of anime. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm totally with you on that one. For other,
Keep-
especially about other people, not Digi. But okay.
Yeah. Keep your opinions about the things you touch your wiener to on your private
All
profile.
right.
Anyway.
Anyway, moving on. Thank you very much.
All right,
Really
and that wonderful note, subscribe to Nux Taku, where he talks
That's
about
right.
touching his wiener on several.
All right. Thank you. That will be the next tournament.
That'll be the night.
Knox
Who's got
Taku
the
touches
biggest
weird
dick in
Twigo, we
Shonen?
know. We already know.
What
Or
show
do you?
makes you touch your wiener the most?
I'm
Lord
telling you,
Twigo.
man, the
Why
female
the fuck
Jin
you
from
anime girl
Magi.
with the pee-pee hard?
Female Jin from Magi wins.
Oh my god. All right. Well, anywho, you want to stop here or you want to talk about touching your wiener to females from Magi?
No,
I
we're
don't want to
good.
get involved in that at all.
All right, great. I'm glad we
On
all.
Rant Cafe After Dark, we talk about the wiener.
Joe Kage says, "Don't forget about Myotismon." Yes, Myotismon is one of the greatest villains of all time.
Senior
So-
Pink wins.
Although Senior Pink is probably better because he's awesome. I actually really like him though. Like, not
Dude,
even
he's
sarcastically,
amazing.
he's amazing.
I think I would have picked him over Doflamingo.
Oh, shut your face.
Yeah.
I fucking love him though.
Says the guy who left out Stain and Utsuro. Anyway, thank you
Wow.
everyone so much for tuning in, for coming to the Rant Cafe. We do this every week on Thursday at 5 p.m. And these guys were awesome. So you will be seeing them again. In fact, they were so awesome. Links to all of their channels are in the description. And you should definitely check them out and maybe get Craftsdorf to 10,000 subscribers.
That would be cool. I'm close. Getting there.
That'd be really cool. He is an
Congrats, man.
up and
That's a
comer,
big
one of the greatest anime analysts on YouTube. Like really
Oh,
awesome
you.
dude. Especially his what was my favorite of your videos? I would say it was your Bonds thing about the One Piece.
Types up what video.
Beyond Blood. That's my
Beyond
favorite
Blood.
video of that
That
I've
was
done.
an
Yes,
amazing video. I even commented on it, I think.
I think you did. Yes.
I don't remember,
that-
but whatever. It was a really great video. You should check it out. And
That's my
I think
favorite
you had to like re-upload it or something.
Yeah,
Which
by
Yes,
the way,
it got copyright struck. So
Aw.
shame, but oh well.
Nux,
Yeah.
Nux,
Yeah.
Mewtwo better villain than my Otismon. Don't at me.
Mewtwo was a good guy, so sorry, fam.
Wait, Mewtwo King? Oh wait, no, you mean the Pokemon. Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
Mewtwo.
anyway, we also had the legendary Joshua Toback. Legendary.
Thank you. I earned it. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
I said it even twice, by the way. Make up for last
Legend.
time. He does.
Well, you also said
great-
Acnologia was legendary. So
Ooh, did I say legendary?
you said Acnologia was legendary.
Yeah, the bad news
Legend,
is.
wait for it. If you're lactose intolerant, don't forget this word, dairy.
Yeah, the problem is I've been watching too many How I Met Your Mother clips on YouTube recently, so everything's
No,
legendary.
don't talk about that show. The ending ruined everything.
Top 10.
Oh,
anime.
why do all of you have to be so up in arms about the ending? It was a
think about the show
comedy.
because I just think about how the ending ruined.
Okay, great.
It's like
Anyway,
School Rumble.
It's not like School Rumble.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. School Rumble was
Funny
bad.
show ruined by ending.
Okay, well, we also have the pretty legendary Joshua Toback, who does great abridged stuff, like Space Patrol Luluco, Immigration Patrol Luluco, is one of my favorite abridged.
Thank you.
Abridged. Really
Episode
good
4
stuff.
soon.
And also weird JoJo voice acting on his channel, which is great.
Thank you. More of that soon too.
More of that soon, too. And we have the legendary All Day Anime.
Yo,
He's pretty legendary.
why are you laughing at me, bud?
Because I just realized it's like, I'm not intending to call you legendary. It just pops out.
Yeah.
Legend.
Oh, by the way, guys, it's a little self-promotion here, which I usually don't do, but I just made a Twitch channel like a week ago, and I've been Twitch streaming every day because it's so much more fun than YouTube. But yeah, my YouTube's down below, but Twitch, Beastly Briggs.
Beastly Briggs.
It's true.
Briggs, you are a savior to the stream and the Rant Cafe community. And we
Why is
also
that?
have the legendary Anime Uproar. The legendary.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? This was a fun stream. The JoJo's got us this time, but you know
Oh,
we'll
man,
be
I'm
back.
so happy.
We'll be
that sounds
back.
like a slur. Ah, the JoJo's. They got us this time.
Yeah, the fucking JoJo's, man.
Whoa.
The sad thing is, I might watch it and become one of you. That's what scares me.
Yes!
One of us.
Yeah,
We
one
will,
of us.
we will
You're like
assimilate you.
zombie vampires or
I'm gonna
something.
follow you on Twitter and tweet "Watch JoJo" to you every other day.
Now, you could be one of my guys. I have like 4 or 5 people that named themselves on Twitter terrorizing Nux with pictures of Todoroki getting beaten. And they just tweet the pictures of Todoroki getting beaten at me.
Jesus Christ!
I have one guy
I would
terrorizing
love to see that.
with pictures of grapes. I have terrorizing Nux with pictures of my dog. It's unbelievable. I don't know why these people are.
God
they
damn.
banned to me.
Yeah, there's a bunch of fake Lord Twigo accounts too that spam you.
Oh, but the fake, they're okay. They're okay. Oh, and also I want to link my merch because I just made all bright merch. Did any of you see it? You did see it.
I saw it. You made me.
I
see
bought 5. You should too. With the promotion
Yeah,
code.
even
Josh.
I bought 5. Well, anyway, we're just rambling at this point. So have
Yeah.
yourself a wonderful evening. Would you like to do the cringy outro, Animac?
You're cringy. Fuck you. And yes, thank you everybody for joining us here.
Briggs,
For
we need
being
you
in
for
the
the bank.
chat. It's been a pleasure. And until next time, see ya, Space Cowboys.
Bang.